Hey, it's Random 101, and today I have another Japanese manga haul. This time around I have some more niche and obscure series, but all of them are really good, so we're gonna start off with The End of the Journey. This has such a pretty cover, and this is a manga that dives into a pretty heavy topic. It's about death, basically. The young girl on the cover is really just struggling to understand her emotions, and she basically can't cope, or she can't deal with the unfortunate passing away of her best friend, or just the person that was the most precious to her. She becomes very obsessed with the idea of dying or just death in general, and she comes across these two mysterious individuals. Both of these two are related to the supernatural in one way or another, and they basically pair up together to go on a journey towards the land of the dead, Yomi. The young girl protagonist decides to basically just tag along with these very mysterious fellows, and by traveling along with them, she hopes to not only better understand death and her emotions about the whole situation, but she also hopes to be able to meet her deceased friend once more. The manga has a very just stunning art style. It's very just visually impressive, and as you can see, a lot of just visual metaphors get thrown in related to life, death, the passing of time, and as you can see, there is a heavy emphasis on highlighting particular moments. The character designs are really, really gorgeous. And I'm glad that this mangaka in particular decided to just take on such a heavy topic. I'll get more to that later. I have to say though, if you are very sensitive to the topic of death and the afterlife and stuff like that, then maybe it's not a good idea to read this, since the mangaka Yuki Kamatani really just does such an amazing job at exploring all of the different possible facets and different perspectives that people or creatures can have on this kind of somewhat unavoidable topic, I guess. I decided to add in a nice supplement into this manga haul since it fits perfectly. The End of the Journey is basically about coming to terms with death, and from the same mangaka, back in 2019, I picked up Shimanami Tasogare. This is another just really great, gorgeous manga, and it dives also into a pretty heavy topic. This manga is also known as Our Dreams at Dusk, and it's basically about coming to terms with your own just sexuality or identity. Yeah, this is another great one I recommend. All right, moving on to Soloist in a Cage. This is a short 3-volume series. The volumes are quite thick and chunky though, and this one's quite interesting. It started off in 2018 in Jump Plus. This was before Jump Plus had really properly established itself with big name hits such as Spy Family, Kaiju 8, or Dan Dan Dan, etc. Unfortunately, due to the mangaka's poor health, the series entered a pretty long hiatus, which started in 2019, and the manga only finally came back to kind of conclude its story in April from 2021. So yeah, I'm glad that at least the mangaka managed to finish off the story. And this takes place in a really interesting dystopian setting. You basically have a gigantic prison city that is inescapable. You have this young girl and her brother, and they're both born within this place. They don't know how life is outside of the walls of the prison. So I guess this series is similar in ways to stuff like Attack on Titan or even The Promised Neverland. The artwork in this is really just interesting, unique, and gorgeous, and You occasionally have these really just harsh, intense, shaded panels with a lot of detail. Oh, these are like the robot patrols that kind of just take care of the inmates from the prison. Very creepy and interesting. Very original, I would say. All right, here's another just insane panel. I don't want to like show too much due to spoilers, but things can get really violent in this. The idea behind the story is basically the prison is inescapable until a specific event happens on a very cold night, and some inmates alongside with this young girl manage to escape the prison. The girl also tried to escape along with her baby brother, but things go wrong and he basically gets left behind in the prison. Under the dust jacket, you just have like a close-up of the illustration on the front, nothing too crazy. And yeah, this is definitely a cute little short hidden gem. If you want a quick read that has a very interesting idea behind it and that is drawn really well, then you can definitely just give Soloist in a Cage a try. You can read the full manga on the Manga Plus service, and I will link that in the description if you're curious about this. Finally, we have volumes 7 to 11 from Welcome to the Ballroom, and with this I just catch up to date with the series, which is awesome because it's been a while since I bought any of this manga. This guy is so hot. He is a top tier husbando. His name is Sengoku, and he really gives off the same type of vibes as someone like Gojo Sensei from Jujutsu Kaisen. This manga in general has such a great cast of fun and lovable characters. Thinking about it, this is another manga that had a lot of hiatuses due to the mangaka's poor health, but thankfully it seems like the manga is feeling better now, as the manga has a somewhat consistent release schedule. Alright, I have decided to add another supplement to this manga haul. Just volumes 1 through 6 of Welcome to the Ballroom. I bought these ages ago, back in like 2017, so it's been quite some time, huh? I'm just really excited to finally get back to collecting this series, as it's definitely one of my favorite shonen sports manga out there. The artwork is really gorgeous. Let me try to show some of it. This does such a good job at conveying ballroom dancing in a manga format. The outfits are really just pretty. The dresses are stunning. Everything is really just flowy, and it makes everything look so dynamic. The shading also tends to help. So yeah, this is a really just stunning manga overall, and the character designs are really amazing. I really just enjoy the way that everyone looks. There is this just unique charm to the artwork in general. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this manga goes and what direction it kind of heads into, I guess. Volume 5. Under the dust jacket, it's nothing fancy, just a solid color with the illustration that's on the dust jacket. So here's like an overview shot with the volumes. It was fun to talk about some more niche manga that I really love and enjoy, and if any of these look interesting to you, then you can definitely just check them out. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.